This is a real common plumbing problem with traps that are under your sink leaking. So this one right here, it's not a fast leak, it's a pretty slow leak, but it's just got a drip right here. You can see the little puddle right here. Then underneath, you can see the little drips running down here. So I'm gonna get this taken apart, and we'll see what we can do to get this fixed. One thing that you can see already starting out is that someone's got this ring on here that's not supposed to be there. So that's something that we're going to get rid of right away. That's actually the joint where the leak is coming from. So we'll get rid of that, get it taken apart, put back together, and we'll see what we can do. This piece right here is the one that I was showing you while it's put together. This ring right here is not supposed to be on there. There's not supposed to be any kind of a ring on here that seals it. It seals just by the two parts being pushed together. So we need to get that taken off of there. Alright, so get that taken off. Now we've just got that piece like that. Now it's ready to get put back together. Get that all put back together. All of these plastic pieces, when they are in here lined up, they should line up really well, and then it's all hand tight. You don't need any tools at all to get these put together. If you're using tools to crank these together, you will break them, you will ruin them, and they will not work. So this is all just getting it hand tight. Okay, so I just put them back together. It's pretty loosely put back together right now. I did not get this screwed together yet, but you can see it lines up fairly well. There's a little bit of a gap in the back right here. So what I do is I leave the other connections loose, so that once I get this nut right here tightened down, it will pull this up and pull it together like that. So these connections on here, this is all loose so that this can move around. This can all get connected, all tight together, and it will just cinch it together. Then once these are all tightened down, once this one is tightened down, I'll tighten everything else down. But again, like I said, this is only hand tight. You do not need any tools for this at all. Alright, I got these all connected back together. I started with this one here at the bottom, got that tightened up, and then I moved to the other ones. Once this one was all lined up and tightened up, these ones have the nuts on them that keep them sealed. This one just seals plastic on plastic. So that one you want to make sure it pulls in first so that it seals really well. The other ones have the nuts on there that help them seal. So now that that's all put back together, turn the water on, give it a try. Alright, so I've had that water running on there for a couple minutes just to give it a really good test. And it's all dry underneath, no more drips or anything. Like I said, this ring right here was right here. Someone tried to add an extra rubber gasket in there, and it actually did more harm than it did good. Now we're good to go.